Hi, my name is Jared, and today I'm going to be talking about the rise of fascism in American politics and how we can combat it. So, I'm sure all of you have noticed a shift in American politics over the past few election cycles. There has been more and more polarization and the normalization of extremist views, while within the institution itself, pushes have been made to fight against progressive policies and roll back once established legal precedents. The Republican Party has been welcoming of these bad actors since the 50s, but with the election of Donald Trump in 2016, the party has been very open about its approval, or at least allowal, of these ideologies to reign supreme within the GOP. So, firstly, I'd like to establish a brief definition of fascism. Um, there's no one concise, perfect definition for fascism. There are a lot of leeway, and there's a lot of variation between different ideologies. But the most general one that I could think of was a far-right authoritarian form of government with a heavy focus on ultranationalism. Now, it is important to note that fascism is unique to a time and a place, and it looks different based on these factors. Like, for example, Nazism was a form of fascism specific to Germany after the loss of World War I and after their hyperinflation. Another example would be Pinochet's government was specific to Chile in the 1970s. Another big feature of fascism is the existence of the in-group, out-group mentality. Usually, the ruling party, class, or dictator will create a scapegoat, usually from a marginalized community within that nation, and put all of the people's issues onto that group. There's been a rich history, of far-right ideologies and nationalism within America. From the birth of our nation, our identity as Americans has been thick with an insurmountable pride in our nationality. This sense of God-given pride is unique to America and has shaped the identity of every citizen and its relation to our nation. This sense of patriotism sometimes morphs into nationalism, and from there, sometimes morphs into a violent form of nationalism. Organizations like the KKK and movements like McCarthyism are just a few examples of nationalism becoming violent in our nation. Since the 2016 election and subsequent presidency of Donald Trump, fascism and white nationalism has breathed new light in America. Hate crimes are at a nearly two-decade high, rising since the campaigning season for the 2016 election. Although racism and discrimination in politics has always existed, they existed in a sort of hidden way. They existed through metaphors and dog whistles and implications. But what Trump did is that he talked about this hatefulness out in the open, ushering in waves of brash hate speech guised as campaign promises and policies. Trump's unabashed approach to his ideals ushered in waves and waves of fascists whose beliefs were now sanctioned by the new president. Doubled with social media and the internet, its spread of hate speech and conspiracy theories gave way to a new era of far-right ideologies, now coined the alt-right, as to not have association with what it actually is, fascism. So, you may be thinking, what sets this new wave of fascism apart from the countless other ones that have existed in the United States thus far? Well, now these fascists and these bad actors are infiltrating the actual government and our establishments. They can make actual change now. So, how do we stop this? I believe that the most realistic solution would be to fight back in the form of counter-protests and strong political candidates. Um, Here are a few links and things that I have provided. Indivisible.org is a website that helps you find protests and events in your area. And the Southern Poverty Law Center is an organization known for helping with legal battles and just discrimination is like their specialty. And Life After Hate is a sort of rehab almost for extremists. It's founded by former like Nazis and extremists. It just helps them find a better life path and get them back into society. And here are a couple of our local representatives. Andre Carson is the representative for the 7th District of Indiana, which is the district IUPUI is located in. And then Todd Young and Mike Braun are our two U.S. senators. And I have provided their phone numbers and websites so you can contact them. Now, I hope I don't need to explain why we need to keep fascism out of our government. They are blatantly trying to roll back our rights and stop us from getting new ones. I know for a fact that they have plans to roll back gay marriage in plan and perhaps even access to contraceptives. So, by fighting this dangerous ideology, we are both protecting the rights of our marginalized citizens and guaranteeing them more. If we do not stop this, we are doomed to repeat history, and I know that no one wants that. Thank you.